Welcome back to the Full Throttle 200 here at Mosport Speedway. Mark Dilley, the number 9 Dodge, leads here on lap 164. Jim Lapsevich was the recipient of the tow truck in a box free pass that time around.
Up through the gearbox, we're heading for turn 1. That's the 27 Andrew Ranger stuck out the outside. Whitlock and Dilley nose to tail trying to get a 1-2 finish here at Mosport.
And the 27 of Andrew Ranger, high, wide, and handsome in the Walmart tied Ford Fusion as he battles with the Dickies Dodge of Dave Whitlock. But the Whitlock Motorsports Dodge Avengers looking to make it 1-2 here in the Full Throttle 200.
Side by side down into turn 1. Whitlock's got that thing right down around the bottom. Down the backstretch, Gregory side by side. Here's Ford against Dodge.
Billy, 35 laps to go. It's go time.
Well, if you've been holding anything back, it's time to throw it out the window. And if you're going to lean on somebody, now's the time to do it. Let's get it done. DJ Kennington, he's in the mix now as well.
Well, the battle is heating up at the front of the field. Kennington underneath the 27 of Andrew Ranger. They touch in corner number 1 as Kerry Mix also hanging back, waiting to see how that battle works its way out.
You hear Whitlock just feathering that throttle down through the middle of the corner. Pedal to the metal when it gets straight, and it's Dodge 1, 2, 3.
Here comes the 77 of Derek Lynch under the 12 of John Gunn. A 4-car of Don Thompson Jr. After starting on the outside of the front row, he fell back through the middle part of that race. He's charging up through this field once again.
Well, we just had to know that Don Thompson was going to communicate with his crew chief, make a pit stop, get the adjustments made, and get back in the mix here at Mosport.
Leader continues to be the number 9 Dodge of Mark Dilley as he opens a gap now on his teammate, the 39 Dodge of Dave Whitlock, as John Gott now on the high line, sliding back to 60. Ron Beauchamp Jr. is a lap down, though.
On board with Ron Beauchamp Jr. down the front stretch. You can hear the motor right up on the button.
Ron Beauchamp Jr. currently in 12th spot, the first car a lap down. So he's battling to try and get the next tow truck in a box free pass if we go caution once again.
Well, when you're just one lap down with this many laps left, you can't leave anything on the table. Just in case you get back in the lead lap, you can pick up spots, money, and points.
And you got to think, too, at Mosport Speedway, a handful of laps left to go, there's going to be a caution.
Well, for sure. Whoa, little contact there. The 17 and the 39 get together at turn 1 and 2.
And we almost had it there as DJ Kennington got into the back of the 39 of Dave Whitlock. Whitlock straightened it up as Kennington gave him a little room, but look at the gap that the 9 car has back to the 39.
Well, now the 22's out of the race. It's Mark Dilley's turn to shine. He's like checked out. He's got himself 8-9 car lengths on the second place car, which happens to be the boss.
Riding on board now with the boss, Dave Whitlock, and the Dickies Dodge. A good look back to the 17 of DJ Kennington. He got loose out of corner 4. Kennington pushing. Now with 28 laps to go here in the Full Throttle 200 as a number of cars go around.
Well, I was just going to say that the 39 car was struggling in turn 1 and 2, but he was better than DJ in 3 and 4. I think Davey just checked up a little bit, and DJ was hard on the gas, and it was just a racing deal, got together. Too bad for Whitlock, though, because he has a great race going to get punted out of the 3rd spot.
Obviously, the caution out. We'll take another look at it.
Well, you can see that Dave Whitlock went down through the bumps, got the car out of shape before DJ even got to him.
Andrew Ranger, Jason Hathaway, and Derek Lynch all involved in that separately. All drivers able to drive away.
That onboard camera there was perfect. See the Whitlock car bounced through the infield and was already out of shape when DJ got into him.
So tough break for the Dickies Dodge of Dave Whitlock, as we'll take this chance to look at the Mopar Fast 5, the 5 fastest Mopar drivers, Dodge drivers here in the Full Throttle 200. Mark Dilley, DJ Kennington 1 and 2, Jason Hathaway and John Gunn, and Derek Lynch all inside the top 10.
That was a good look at all the spotters up on the top of the grandstand. They get a real good perch, so they got the best view in the house.
There is DJ Kennington. Will start alongside this man, the number 9 of Mark Dilley, as the pace car pulls off, heading down the front chute, looking for green here as we get set for a dash to the finish. Mark Dilley will lead them down into corner 1.
Up through the gearbox, everybody's hard on the gas. Hey, look at the second row on the outside. Don Thompson Jr., all the trials and tribulations he's been through today, sits 4th right now.
And Kerry Mix in the BDI Ford Fusion got a nose to the back bumper, that 17 of DJ Kennington, but couldn't quite get by. laps to go now.
Well, business is picking up, as they say. We're right down to the closing laps, and if you've got anything left, time to throw it out on the table and use it up.
We talked about it at the top of the show, how the number 4 Home Hardware Chevy of Don Thompson Jr. really has been the cream of the crop here at Mosport Speedway. He's really showing it here in the late going. Well,
we gave a call to the 4 of Don Thompson, but look right behind him. The wily veteran, Peter Gibbons, in that number 1 Chevrolet, starting to show his muscle here today.
So Mark Dilley leading a single file procession at the front through the top 5 as John Gaunt battles with the 3-car Jason Hathaway for 6th spot.
But the real race is still up front. Mark Dilley having a banner day after all the bad luck they've had all year, and he's leading here at Mosport.
Give a plug, too, to the Tim Horton Chevy of Jim Lapsovich. He is running in 8th and right on the back bumper. That Centennial Dodge number 12, and here comes Lapsovich, going to make it 3 wide. And Noon goes around to the front stretch. This is going to draw the caution once again. The Interstate Batteries Pontiac, heavy damage to the back end. You can see the tire marks coming off of corner number 4.
And this will burn up a couple more laps. We're really only going to have short distance left to go when we come back. It's getting exciting. Don't go away.